Hi everyone, I'm Petra. Today I will be guiding you through a 20-minute flow designed to open up the hips while also stretching the legs and back. If you have extra time, feel free to add more repetitions and explore the movements at your own pace. We will begin just warming up our hips, so start rocking your hips right and left. We will aim for about 5 repetitions in each pose. Slowly bring your hips back to center, and this time rocking your hips forward and back. And again 5 to 6 repetitions at your own pace. So the same movement, but this time with your knees wide open and big toes to touch. So as you breathe in, shift your hips forward and down, lift your feet. And as you exhale, send your hips back and down towards your heels. And let's again repeat a few more times. And once you are ready, rest in a child's pose for a few breaths. Slowly start coming out of your child's pose. Bring your knees back underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders, cat and cow. So breathing in into your cow as you exhale round through the spine into your cat. And again 4 or 5 more times, repeat at your own pace. And return back to your neutral spine. Our next flow, so lift your right leg up into your 90-degree angle, flex your foot, open out to the side and drop your right knee back down. Again, let's repeat a few more times. Lifting up, opening out and dropping back down. Let's slowly finish. And then start circling through your right knee, about 3 circles one way. And start reversing once you are ready, 2, 3 big circles. And one last big circle to bring your right foot outside of your right hand for lizard pose. And then lift yourself up. Place your hands onto your hips and then coming into your lunge and half split with your breath out. Let's repeat a few more times. Nice. Go ahead, plant your hands back on the mat. Holding the lizard pose for about 2-3 breaths. So finding stillness for a moment. Try to relax your hips towards the ground. And once you are ready, let's release. Couple times, start rocking your hips right and left. So shifting side to side. Try to relax through your hips and lower back. Shake it out before we do the other side. Lifting your left leg up into 90-degree angle. Start opening that knee out to the side and bring it back down. And again, lift, open, and back down. Let's repeat. Focusing on the core engagement. Move just your left leg. And again, 3 big circles one way to open up through your left hip. And you can reverse, so nice big and slow circles, opposite direction. And stepping your left foot up and out, lizard pose. And you can lift yourself up, hands on your hips, and again coming into your lunge and half split with your breath out. About 4 more repetitions here. Moving slowly with a control, feeling the stretch through your hip and quadricep. And again, you can place your hands on the mat, holding the stretch for a few breaths. Try to relax as you sink your hips towards the floor. Nice deep breaths here. You can slowly release, return back into tabletop position. Now go ahead and open your right leg out to the side into your gate-leg position. We will be focusing on the right hip again, so start circling through your right leg, so lift it up and across your body. You can point your toes, tapping your toes, up and out and across your body to the left. Let's repeat a few more times. You can add on moving your head, looking over one shoulder at a time. Let's repeat one more time and we will hold the stretch. So cross the legs. You can tuck your toes under and gently push through your heel. You can look over your left shoulder. Shake it out and then bring your right leg back open out to the side. Lift yourself standing on your left knee. Place your hands on your hips. You can keep your right foot flat or you can turn your right foot up. Tuck your left toes under. Take a breath in to lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, lean and fold forward. Send your hips back. And again, a few more times, repeat. Keep nice long spine. Sending your hips back towards that left heel. And holding the stretch, if you'd like, planting your hands, so you can be on your forearms or like in a child's pose, maybe releasing your forehead on the mat. Feel free to add on thoracic spine twist, thread the needle, right arm underneath the left. We will slowly start moving out, releasing your right arm back out in front of you. And slowly start lifting your hips back up. Bring that right knee back into your tabletop position and just relax your hips by shifting side to side a couple times. Extending your left leg out, pointing your toes, and again circling, tapping your toes up and out and across your body. Up and out and across. Look over your shoulder and again tapping out and across. About 2-3 more times. Notice how this side feels, comparing your right hip. Holding the stretch so you can tuck your toes under and gently push through your heel to stretch through the back of the leg. Look over your right shoulder. Maybe a little wiggles through your hips. Nice. Extend your left leg again out to the side. Lift yourself up standing on your right knee. You can tuck your right toes under if you'd like. Take a breath in and as you exhale, forward fold as you send your hips back. Rise back up and then again, nice deep stretch here for your hip and inner thigh. Let's repeat a couple times. Once you are ready, we will hold the stretch for a few breaths. So again, feel free to untuck your toes. So any shape, you can be on your elbows or you can release in a child's pose. Adding thread the needle, this time left arm underneath the right. Take a second here to relax through your face, your neck and shoulders. Once you're ready, let's release, rise back up. Bring your left knee back into tabletop and rock your hips side to side. Coming into plank position for our next stretches. Bringing your feet about hip width apart and start dipping your hips side to side for deep stretch through the outer hip. So rolling onto your toes, dropping one hip towards the floor and then the other. Try to move slowly side to side so you can really feel the stretch. Maybe pausing for a second on each side. So nice and deep stretch through the outer hip and the side body here. So rolling onto your toes, move side to side. And And once you're ready, we will rest in a child's pose. Take a few nice and slow breaths to relax. Slowly lift yourself back up. Standing on your knees, step your right foot forward into your lunge. We will be moving from lunge into side lunge a couple times. So coming into your deep lunge forward and into your side lunge. So stepping your right foot forward and out to the side and sending your hips into the stretch. And again, let's repeat whatever pace that feels best for your body. Moving slowly with your breath, really nice and deep stretch here. And we will switch legs. So bring your left knee into our deep lunge. So drop your hips down and forward. And then squeeze the belly so you can step your left foot out into your side lunge. Coming back. If you lose balance, that's okay. You can always stack your toes under. And then moving from front lunge into side lunge. Let's repeat about 5 more times. Nice. Return back to center and step your right foot back again into your low lunge. This time we will add a little tiny pulses, so feel free to lift your left knee and then pulse it out into your deep lunge here. Make sure stacking the joints, right knee over your ankle. Pause here in stillness for a breath or two, so you can drop your left knee down. Place your hands on your thighs and relax here for a moment. Coming into our seated forward fold, so go ahead and sit back on your heel. You can place your fingertips on the floor, stretching out through the back of the leg. And also great stretch for the quad, your right knee. Return back into your low lunge. And come back standing on both knees so we can switch sides. Stepping your left foot into your low lunge. And again, feel free to straighten the back leg any amount. Lift yourself up, maybe prayer hands, so you can place your hands on your knee. And little tiny pulses to deepen the stretch here. So try to release those hips towards the ground. Nice. Once you are ready, drop your right knee all the way on the mat and pause in the stretch. Allowing those hips to sink forward and down towards the ground. And start straightening the front leg any amount. You can keep your hips lifted or sit on your right heel and adding seated forward fold. Okay, to keep your spine nice and long. And about 3 breaths or so here. You can release. We will meet in tabletop position, preparing for our downward facing dog. So we will pause here for a moment so you can pedal it out. Try to relax your head so there's no tension in the neck. Walk it out a couple times. One knee bend, then the other. maybe finding stillness for one more breath. And go ahead and come back into tabletop, have a seat. Our next movement, 90-degree angle legs, so turning, so drop your knees to the right, keep your feet flexed, and then turn your torso towards your right knee. And we will start lifting your back knee a couple times, so you can choose your pace, lifting your knee up and releasing back down. Let's do it 2 more times, lifting up and down. Free to adjust the angle of the legs and start lifting your hips up. And slowly releasing back down. And again, aiming for 5 repetitions here. Come back down to a seat. Bend your knees out in front of you and start dropping your knees side to side a couple times. Windshield wrap your legs right and left. Feel free to place your fingertips behind your body to support yourself. And then once you're ready, we will switch sides. So drop your knees to the left. Again, adjusting your feet, your legs, so they are in about 90-degree angle. And start lifting your right knee up and slowly release back down. Let's repeat a couple times. Once you're ready, let's lift your hips up and slowly release back down to a seat. And again, lifting up and coming down to a seat. Let's do 3 more. Return back to center. Bring the soles of the feet together for the butterfly. You can hold your feet. You can wiggle your knees a couple times up and down. Sitting nice and tall, we will add on forward fold a couple times, flowing with your breath. Inhale here. As you exhale, lean your torso forward and down as you squeeze your elbows towards the side body. Inhale to release. Exhale into your forward fold. Release, come back up and try to deepen the stretch as you lean your torso forward. Releasing back up and again pulling your torso towards your feet. Let's do it one more time. Pulling your chest towards your feet. Well done, everyone. So we will end our session with few mindful breaths here. So crossing the legs, first bring your right leg in front of the left. Relax your hands on your knees and focus on a nice and slow breaths here. Perhaps noticing how your hips feel after those stretches, any shifts in your mind, your body, any sensation, just notice. And if you are ready, switching crossing of the legs so we can relax through both hips evenly. About 3 nice and slow, deep breaths. Try to soften the shoulders, your face. Moment of gratitude for yourself for finding time for the practice. I really hope this practice was helpful. You feel stretched and relaxed. See you next time, everyone. Namaste.